What is the relationship between big data and customer experience management?
I think the key thing related to customer experience management is getting below the level of transactions to interactions. Traditional data warehouses analyze transactions, and that helps you understand the value of the customer. But if you really want to understand the experience, you need to get to the interactions. And interactions come in many different forms. You can come in the form of social media interactions, come in the form of clickstream data, and these are all examples of big data. And there's huge amount of value to be had analyzing that big data relating to customer experience management.
Why should we take care about big data in a country like Hungary?
Well, I think the first thing to understand is this name big data, it's a terrible name. Because when people hear the name big data, they think it means huge data. And the bigness of the data really is not the most interesting part. The interesting part of big data is the diversity of data. And in the Hungarian enterprises, there's lots of diverse data in the form of text and clickstream data and rich media that is being stored but not exploited. And that information, if you can harness it for business value, has huge implication in understanding customers better, using it to optimize the supply chain, all kinds of different uses that are largely untapped at the moment.
What are the trends in deployment of big data technologies?
I think the important thing about technology deployment is not to take a religious position to do all this technology or all that technology. A good engineer, they use the combination of the right technology for the problem that you're solving. So what we see is that the traditional data warehousing technologies coexist with technologies that focus on big data analytics, so you can bring in these non-traditional data types and integrate in a unified data architecture to an environment where a knowledge worker can get access to all the data that they need. Now, one of the interesting things about deployment is the use of open source software. Open source software can dramatically change the economics of storing huge amounts of data. So we see, for example, Hadoop distributed file system, which is an open source technology, being used to store all the data forever. Now you can define what is all and what is forever based on your economics, but you can store it very, very cost effectively in Hadoop distributed file system. And then you can have a discovery platform that allows you to exploit that data in the Hadoop distributed file system with interfaces that are accessible to your data scientist. And then you end up productionalizing in your traditional data warehouse technology. The key is to get all of these pieces integrated into a unified data architecture where the knowledge workers can get access to all the data that they need.